Hi everyone, this is Beth, and today I am going to share with you the resistance exercises that you can do to prepare yourself for our upcoming hike in Mono Cliffs Provincial Park. So I'm just in my backyard here. You're probably going to hear traffic and dogs, and my neighbors think I'm crazy, but here we are. I want to explain to you a little bit about the hike. So this is the hiking trail. The first part of the hike that we're going to do is probably about 10 kilometers long. It is the more challenging part of the hike. So we're going to do some resistance training exercises that will help you with your core strength and your lower body strength. So when we're climbing these cliffs, which are moderately difficult, everybody can do it. It's not something to be scared of. The cliffs sound scarier than they really are. You are going to need to have that core strength and the lower body strength so that the uneven terrain on the trails, it's going to be no problem if you're slipping on a rock or a little bit of gravel or there's a root or something. You can regain your posture and your balance. So that's really important. And then the other thing is the lower body strength to power us up the cliffs. So we're going to be doing the upper part of the hike. It's beautiful. And then we're going to take a break, have lunch, and we're going to do a more moderate hike, which is a shorter hike. And there will be options to do a more difficult one or an easier version of that hike. So it's important to be walking at least 3 times a week. And that's why I built out the training plan so that you can start to build your endurance, because this is an endurance game. We want to be able to walk comfortably and not feel too sore the next day. We'll be doing plenty of stretching after the hike, and especially when we get back to our accommodations. But for you, something to work towards about 6 weeks before we head out on our event. If you can be doing these exercises, the walk, a couple times a week, incorporating stairs, incorporating hills as much as you can, you're going to be really enjoying that hike. All right, let's get started. All right, so you're going to want to do some warming up before you get into the resistance exercises. So something you can do is obviously just be walking. This would be a great way to make your walks a little more interesting. If you go for part of your walk, do some of these resistance training exercises, and then continue on with your walk, it'll break up the walking and you'll get your resistance exercises done. So a couple just arm swings, nothing too strenuous, just to warm up the joints. A couple squats. A couple lunges, just easy. Knee lifts, butt kicks. You're pretty much good to go. The first exercise is a wall squat. So we're just going to try to build our resistance. This is an awesome exercise for lower body strength. Just find a wall, a fence, and you're going to want to hold it. I'm going to hold it for about 30 seconds. Another thing you can do is put a ball between your knees and then squeeze. But even if you don't have the ball, try to engage these inner thigh muscles, the muscles around your knee, the inside part of your quadricep. All right, so now we're going to do some lunges. This lunge series is going to be great for your agility, for mimicking basically the movements we're doing during the hike. So we're going to start off with some walking lunges. So make sure your knee is right over your ankle. It's great to do this outside so that you have the training on the uneven surface that will mimic what we're going to be handling on the Mono Cliffs Provincial Park hike. So you want to do about 12 if you can, if you have enough room, and then switch directions. The next exercise is a side lunge. So you're going to go to the side, bring your legs together, and try to keep your feet and your hips squared off to the front. You want to really push off that bent leg. So you're powering up right there, coming back to really strong posture. And let's go to the other side. Try to do about 12 each side. And with all these exercises, you can do up to 3 sets. It's really how much time you have. I know we're all busy, so just try to do as much as you can. Even if you're doing these resistance exercises once a week, will be helpful for that hike. All right, the next one is going to be a reverse lunge with a rotation. So you're going to step back. Make sure you can see here. Rotate to the front knee, engaging into your core. Come back and step up. So we're really strengthening into our low back muscles here. So this is a good one for core as well as lower body. And big push off that front leg, because it's this front leg that's going to be propelling us up those cliffs. This is a nice balance challenge too. Our next exercise is hip dips. So some people think this looks more like a one-legged squat, but I want you to really focus on pushing your hip back, not so much bending your knee. I'll show you what I mean. So I'm going to balance on one leg and then just start to chuck my bum back and then stand up to a stacked posture. So it's back and up. So we're thinking about the muscle in our back jeans pocket. That's your gluteus medius. So it's part of your butt hip area. We really want that one to be nice and strong. So I'm focusing on squeezing into that jeans pocket area when I come up. And I'm really thinking about pushing back from the hip, not so much the knee. The knee is going to bend, but we're focusing on that hip. Now, if you are more advanced or you want more of a challenge, try to pick up that other foot and balance. Let's do the other side. So back and up. We're doing about 12 again. This one you really have to think about. All right, I'm going to go right into the next exercise, which is stepping back. So this one, you're literally just going to step back, push off that front leg. You're going to feel your core engage. And then again, the other side, and push off. And then the other side, push off. And I'm going to go right back into my garden. The other way you can make this a little bit harder is if you reverse lunge back. So we start with the stepping back and then pushing off the front, or you can do a reverse lunge and then step back. But you're bending deeply now into that front leg and pushing off. And then back and pushing off. Coming back to that stacked posture. So you want your shoulders over your rib cage, over your pelvis. Just do a few more. All right, a little bit more for your core strength and then we'll be finished. So the first exercise is a side plank. You can do this on your feet or your knees. Your knees is easier. So either on your forearm or your hand with your bent knee on the floor, coming up into a side plank or onto your feet. You want to make sure that your belly is not pushing out. I put my hand here just to make sure I'm stacked here. Zipping up that core right from the pelvic floor so you feel a band of tension across your low abdominals. You want to work 30, 60 seconds of that. So do the other side. last exercise is a bird dog. So hands and knees. You're going to extend one arm and the opposite leg. So picking up that pelvic floor and blowing out right here. And then inhale as you bring the arms together. Yeah. All right, so you want to do about 12 bird dogs. See if you can repeat those exercises. And if not, just keep walking. And I hope these exercises help you get ready for the epic hike that we're doing. It's going to be about 14 kilometers. The first half is definitely going to be the more intense part of it. And I'm really looking forward to sharing that with you ladies.